Pistons fans. Detroit Pistons home opener against the Chicago Bulls Saturday night. 118, 102. Monster game for Zach LaVine. He scored a career high 51 points. And it wasn't like the Detroit Pistons wasn't playing no defense on this guy. He was just hot. He's a great player. They contested every shot. They made it hard for him, but he still went for 51. However, the rest of the team, the Chicago Bulls, did not shoot well, as our defense locked them down the whole game. Every time they got close, within four, we pushed the lead back up 9, 10 points. After struggling last game, held to 12 points due to foul trouble. Cade Cunningham, he comes back out, scores 25 points, 10 assists. Jalen Duran, 23 points. Monster game. The defense that this team has been playing is the best defense I have seen the Detroit Pistons play in a very long time. Happy to see the Pistons get a win against the Chicago Bulls. One of the teams previous seasons we had trouble beating. So it's always good to see. Now, we played again without Bogdanovich, Monte Morris, Isaiah Livers. I love our starting five. Great defensive unit. Prior to the season, I didn't think we was going to see a Short Thompson in the starting lineup. I didn't think that Coach Monty Williams was going to go all in for a defensive starting five. I truly believe we still need a shooter to spread that floor, open that lane up for guys like Cade and Killian and Ivy. But this starting five, they're gelling. They learn each other. We are truly smothering teams. And I said it before, teams is not going to be too happy when they come and play us. Not being able to score like they're accustomed to scoring, especially around that paint area. It's going to be a lot of chippy games, and teams going to be mad. So, when Bogdanovich come back, Livers and Monte Morris come back, we know Monte Morris got a position on the bench. We all know Isaiah Livers going to have a position on the bench. Bogdanovich was a starter last year. He's one of the best players. He's a shooter. Should he be entered back into that starting five coming back from injury? And I'm not so sure he will be. Monty Williams prioritizes defense first. He got the team gelling. This is what Detroit basketball is all about. You play defense or you don't play. Bogdanovich, he's a vet. I'm pretty sure he will fall in line. He's never been a great defender. But if you can push the right buttons, get your rotations in and out of the lineup, to make sure it's shooters when it need to be shooters on the court with the defense, it can work with Bogdanovich coming off the bench. Because why bother something that doesn't need to be bothered? Bogdanovich coming off the bench, maybe behind Isaiah Stewart. Or I can see Bogdanovich coming off the bench for a Short Thompson. I can see Isaiah Lewis coming off the bench for Isaiah Stewart, which is a good defender, can shooter. I can see Monte Morris coming off the bench behind Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey behind Killian Hayes, and then you round out the rotation with Marvin Bagley the third. The question is, somebody is not going to play for the Detroit Pistons, because you guys notice I didn't mention Joe Harris or Alec Burks. So how it all fits and how they fit in the rotation and who's the odd man out, I'm not sure. But on most nights, it's going to be a 10-man rotation. He could get creative, like he said in one of his post games, with playing 11 players, but that's going to be game-to-game basis. So who's going to play, who's not going to play when we're healthy? That question is less uncertain But the starting five should be untouched.